All right, back into the mirror pack. Not surprising, really. We're trying to make the most of this while these unobtainable achievements are actually available. I'm sure at some stage we'll get another chance for these. But yeah, at the moment, I'm definitely succumbing to the FOMO, worrying that I'm not going to get them all before the week's out. And actually, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to get them all because, Giant Eyes Dog and Fire Pup are extremely tough. And I've been adding a lot of teams to the pool to try and make it easier for other people to grab them. But I haven't seen anyone yet in the Discord actually manage to get the achievement. I did see someone get the badge or the sticker for achieving a level 3 Giant Eyes Dog, but unfortunately they did not win the run. So there are Giant Eyes Dogs out there. If you just keep your eyes open, hopefully you'll be able to grab one, and then multiple people will be able to copy it after you. But yeah, besides those ones, I have had pretty good success with most of the early game ones. We already had Golden Retriever in one of the previous videos. I think the only early game one that I still need is Nest at this stage. And I guess there aren't very many people playing Robin. So if you're in this pack and you're not too bothered about actually getting achievements, do me a favor and play some Robin teams with Robin at the back. I guess Robin is just one of those units that people just generally do not take anyway, even in the normal version of Puppy Pack. And it is kind of awkward, the fact that if you play Robin at the back, the Nest is still going to be 4th. So frequently, if the other team only has a single surviving pet, it's going to be the Robin instead of the Nest. But I'm sure if I just stick at it, eventually I'll face one of these teams that has an early game Nest and will be able to get the win. We're not going for Nest in this particular run. I guess in this run, I haven't managed to grab any of the secret pets at the beginning. So we're just playing it out and hoping that we'll be able to angle something later on. So yeah, I clearly don't want to take the Nyala here. We've got the Highland Cow instead. Just for a bit of variety. I guess they both have a similar function. Although Highland Cow, ironically, is actually much harder to get going, even though it's a tier above. But of course, the reason for that is that Mushroom does not exist in Golden Pack. So it looks like we're maybe going to scrape a draw here. Of course, having the Highland Cow and the Nyala at the back doesn't make any sense. So clear blunder there for me. Lots of other people making the same mistake though. So we'll just sell the Nyala and focus on the Highland Cow instead. Take the Sock for a bit of damage, bit of health reduction on the enemy. And then we'll keep buffing the Highland Cow. The Dodo is topping up its attack nicely, so that works out well with the health scaling from the cow. The Sock actually reduces the health on the opposing Highland Cow there before it gets to trigger its ability. Stonefish, I find, has been causing me a lot of problems where I'm relying on one big unit while I'm trying to do the setup from yesterday with the Fairy and the Seagull and the Giant Eyes Dog. Stonefish, even if it's got fairly low attack, it can easily instant knock out at one big unit. So we grab a Mammoth, which I guess I'm probably just going to pill as soon as I can. Butterfly is another really painful unit to face, or Caterpillar, I guess. It's so common that I will lose to opposing Caterpillar copying my one big unit, although we're actually okay here. So we find some anglers, so I think we'll get the Highland Cow to level 3 and then we'll just start freezing angler fish. And we actually get 4 of them here. We're on 7 trophies, so really we need to lose to, anything at this stage to try and grab something. Although actually I guess with anglerfish you don't have to lose. Now this is absolutely incredible. This person actually posted in the Discord showing their progress going for this pelican plus stonefish team. So the pelican swallows the stonefish, knocks itself out, and then the salmon spawn immediately. So we don't get the opportunity, unfortunately, to steal a salmon there because we won. But very, very creative team, and I was very pleasantly surprised to actually see that in the wild. So we're going to angle. Actually, I guess we're not really interested in what we get. We're just buying the anglerfish to free up some shop space. But I get the turtle anyway, so we'll pill onto the Highland cow. And then I think, yeah, we'll just keep that chocolate frozen because it could let us shortcut to level 2 angler. Unfortunately, here is a pretty generic grizzly bear team, so there's nothing really for us to copy from them. And we end up pulling the grizzly bear to the front with the donkey regardless. The dodo has just enough attack there to knock out the retriever, but we win anyway. So now we're on 9, and we still have 5 hearts on turn 17, which is ridiculous. We did actually lose a turn right at the beginning, so it's not a perfect game. But having 5 hearts on turn 17, I can't remember the last time I was in that situation. So we end up spending the angler and getting all these turtles, which I just end up taking just for the sake of it. And yeah, we roll down, not really finding anything that I want. Freezing a pair on turn 17 feels ridiculous, but yeah, sometimes you just have to do that. And then we end up facing this team, another pelican. They swallow almost a 50-50 puppy there. They do have butterfly as well, although I think at this stage I might have already got the butterfly achievement. But then the 2 huge salmon spawn, and we actually lose to the salmon team. So now we have 4 hearts left, and we get the salmon guaranteed because it was the only thing left on the opposing team. So I think now, yeah, just sell blue-ringed octo for sure. Or maybe I could sell turtle, I guess. Yeah, we'll sell the turtle, sell the crow for the first chocolate. We don't really have space in the team for Quetzalcoatl, but yeah, on 9 trophies, we're going to rearrange a little bit here because we kind of want to lose. At the same time, it seems very unrealistic that we would get the level 3 from this position, but we might as well go for it. Another grizzly team. Actually, this is another bit of creativity that was very nice to see. They actually have onion on the grizzly bear, so it counters the donkey, and they are going to end up summoning a decent sized retriever. And the grizzly hangs on with 2 HP, earning us another draw. So we'll buy the chocolate onto the salmon. And actually something you can do with the salmon is you can put mushroom on it. So when it comes back to life, that counts as being summoned. So it will trigger its ability, even though it was only a 1/1 unit. So we actually rearrange here to try and throw. Now that we're getting close to actually having the level 3 salmon, we'll just put the dodo to the front. And then, on turn 19, that's pretty much a guaranteed loss because we're giving up our 50 attack on the Highland cow. Yeah, easy loss here because they have the 50-50 almost retriever in reserve. Karma Credits, I feel like I recognize that name from the competitive team tour stuff. So, okay, we get the retriever from the mirror, but we don't really need it. Now we're just rolling for chocolate. There is blobfish pill here, so I could just sell the blue-ringed octopus because we're on 3 hearts still, although it is turn 20. I think at turn 20 you're probably past the point where you're going to be seeing all the most optimal teams, and you can just end up facing more odd stuff, more oddities that have survived this late, just like my own team is here. So we buy Quetzalcoatl to get the last 2 experience onto the salmon. Freeze a pancakes, there we go, we get the salmon sticker. And then we end up facing this double mammoth team with the grizzly at the back. We pull the grizzly to the front. They do have level 3 Nyala with mushroom, so that is going to result in a 50-50 doggo, or a 48-48, but it is functionally 50-50. And melon on the weasel means we are going to lose. Very close, but yeah, I guess we're not surprised there. But now we can actually get rid of Quetzalcoatl and bring something in that could potentially help us win. It would have been funnier to put the mushroom on the salmon there, but I think I'd already decided I was going to go for the pancakes. So yeah, I'm just having a look to see what would be the best possible thing that I could buy in this last empty space on the team. I don't think Grizzly Bear is particularly good level 1. We don't have any extra spawns. Maybe I should have just taken it anyway. We do have 2 hearts, I guess. So in the end, I end up taking a swan just to be a sacrifice at the front for the donkey. And they have alpaca at the back. They have all level 3s other than the alpaca. They actually have an incredibly strange team here because the Highland Cow plus 1-up Nyala is totally wasted. So you can see there that respawn Nyala doesn't do anything. The Retriever comes in and we knock it out and get the win with the level 3 salmon. That was, I honestly couldn't believe that turned out to be a win. I guess it was just the correct point in the game when I managed to grab it, where we didn't face the most optimized teams anymore. So following on from yesterday's video, here is another example of a setup you can use to try and help other people get the giant eyes dog. So again, we've got Seagull with Onion, the Fairy to activate the Tinderbox toy, and then we've got one big dodo plus turtle at the front. And in the next battle, you should see this working properly. So the turtle should get very high attack and instantly trade with the front unit, which it is going to do here. The dog spawns. Because the falcon shuffles forward, because there's an empty slot, the dog immediately jumps to the back. In this particular example, I was on 9 wins already. So I think it's unlikely that anyone on 9 wins would manage to grab the dog and then get a trophy. But hey, that's what happened in the salmon run earlier. So the more giant eyes dogs out there, the better. But here's another way you can go about trying to get one. I've got all hedgehogs here on turn 6, 5 hearts. And we're just trying to wipe out both squads and draw. Luckily this team doesn't have any summon units, so it's a tie. And now we're looking for a fairy on turn 7. And yeah, we'll freeze the gingerbread and bring in another hedgehog. There's the fairy. So now we'll partially combine. We don't actually want to go to level 2 hedgehog yet because we don't want everything on the opposing team to faint. We want them to have a falcon with high health and for it to survive. And look at this team. It's a 3 squad with a high health falcon. Absolutely perfect. So the dog spawns and gets grabbed by the falcon. So now we get the chance to steal it. And would you believe the mirror offers me falcon plus manatee? That's got to be one of the lowest moments playing SAP I've ever had.